also thought was interesting is that the coaching staff emphasized diminishing the turnovers, and usually what coaches emphasize, teams do, and that's what the Mustangs did.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The ball pressure on the guards handled the ball tremendously well, but the post passing, also 5 assists combined between Stephanie Collins and Alicia Froling. The guards getting the ball inside, the big post players kicking it back outside for open jump shots for the Mustangs. And we mentioned it just played so well against that Arizona team that spent the entire game in our faces pressuring the Mustangs.
We're ready to go. Gardner Webb in red, SMU in white. Gardner Webb across the front in black outlined in red. They've got the black and white trim across the red shorts. Meanwhile, the Mustangs coming out in white. Coach Rhonda Rompola not available to make the trip. And hopefully Associate Head Coach Lisa Dark will work her magic again in Rhonda's absence. And I will tell you this, the staff and the players, they felt a little lost without Rhonda yesterday. They really hope to get her back soon. And they will. Coming up, next ball game after this tournament going to be on the road at Tulsa January the 2nd as conference play will be getting underway. So we're ready for basketball. Collins going to jump in the middle against Brown. This is a big-time mismatch by about a foot. And SMU wins the opening tap. Collins tips it to Mackenzie Adams. And the Mustangs will move it from right to left, shooting to our left as we look at it today. Around the screen, the Froling screen, pick and roll, get it to Froling. Ball fake, goes up, blows the lay-in, couldn't get it to go. It goes out of bounds to Gardner Webb. And Alicia Froling smacks her hands together in frustration. She knows she blew a bunny. Yeah, she should have had that shot, and Stephanie Collins should have had the rebound. Only on up with one hand, just knocks it over the inline. Brown's got it right side angle. She goes around the pick, goes around it again. Passes it out front to Hill, who lost it. It's a scramble between the rings. It's a jump ball between Gibson and Hill, who are two very active players, maybe the two most active players on each of these two teams. Hill a little bit shaken up there. She gets a hand from Huntsman, the point guard. Huntsman, by the way, wears kind of a Phantom of the Opera nose mask there. She broke her nose about a month ago. She's been wearing it the whole month of December. Yeah, but Gibson, 4 steals yesterday, continues with the aggressive defense. Hill kind of took a little shot to the head as the scrum was going for the ball. It'll be Gardner Webb ball. They'll have 16 to shoot. We're 30 seconds into the game. Neither team has scored. This is the first possession of the game for the running Bulldogs. Wing left, there's Curry, who has started this ball game here. They rotate a right side angle. It goes through the hands of Huntsman, who retrieves it wing right. Motion offense against the man defense. A tough shot with 1 to shoot, and it's an air ball. It'll be a shot clock violation against Huntsman and these running Bulldogs. Great defense right there. The Mustangs waste no time going with the man-to-man defense to start. Tremendous defense. We mentioned the near steal earlier. No shot clock reset, and then the forced bad shot by Huntsman. Corner left, Gibson looking down low for Froling, who's posting up on Quinn. They go to Collins, back outside. Morgan Bolton penetrates, dishes to Collins, through her hands. Gibson picks it up, launches the jumper left of the lane. It's too strong, and it goes out of bounds to Gardner Webb. SMU still unable to come down with a rebound. 0 for 2 on the offensive end. Played a little over a minute. This is the second possession. Each team will have had it 2 times now. Brown's got it isolated on Mackenzie Adams, who's defending in a good position here. Around the screen to the short corner. Back out Parker for 3. It's open, and it rims off. It's no good. Rebound into the paint by Brown, and they'll have a second chance. Skip past Curry into the paint. Back out. They've got plenty of time to run the offense. They've tried to penetrate a couple of times. Quinn battling down Gibson. They lob it to Quinn underneath. Double team. Shoots over the double team. It's blocked. Blocked into the hands of Morgan Bolton. Outlet pass to Mackenzie Adams. The Mustangs will try to break a 0-0 tie. SMU basketball as we go from San Juan. Skip it left. Adams for 3. Barely draws iron. Ricochets into the corner. Last touch by Brown and Gardner Webb. It will be SMU basketball with a fresh shot clock as we played 2 minutes of the ball game in a scoreless tie. Fun to watch SMU play defense. They really turn it up a notch, particularly having seen Arizona do it. They're really coming out today, playing some good defense the first couple of possessions. SMU basketball, we are scoreless here. 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. 4 out, 1 in offense against the defense. Bolton a short corner jumper from 17. It's short. No good. Quinn the rebound. Outlet, Huntsman to Brown. Brown a 2-on-4. Bounce into the corner. Hill goes to the elbow. Bullet pass down inside to Quinn. Kick it out. Hill for 3. It's open, but it's off to the right. There's Gibson boxing out. Brown for the rebound for SMU. 2-on-2 break. Pull-up pop in transition. It won't drop for Bolton off the back of the rim, and Parker comes over to nab the front side rebound for Gardner Webb. They'll run it in transition. Huntsman looking for a foul down the lane. She gets it. Shot had no chance to go in, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with the body block.
Yeah, they got Gibson on that one. That's trying to take a charge.
It's going to be her first, team's first against the Mustangs. Huntsman goes to the line where she will shoot 2. Great start to the year, and De'Ara Huntsman, a real energy player for this Gardner Webb team. And, you know, had it not been for what she has done the first probably 6 weeks of the year, this Gardner Webb team would not be 6-3 as Huntsman cans both foul shots to make it a 2-0 ball game. It is a defensive start to this game. SMU with the bucket can tie. We've played almost 3 minutes. Zone defense here for Gardner Webb. Elbow, Froling. Dump it inside Collins, lay in good. What great patience at the high post by Alicia Froling, a nice assist.
Yeah, there's not anybody on the floor near as tall as Stephanie Collins. If they can keep getting that inside look.
We got a whistle as Gibson with a bump on the sideline, playing some aggressive defense on Brown. And that's going to be the second foul in about a minute of play, and Gibson's going to have to be pulled from this game, you would think.
Yeah, I don't agree with the call, but you had a player go down on the sideline, and they're saying she was pushed. I thought she was off balance and went down on her own, but obviously the official saw something different.
Gibson out, Gabby Wilkins in. We've got a whistle. And then with 19 of the shot clock, 6:59 game clock, the officials just trying to get everything under control here.
They had to reset the shot clock after the foul call.
By the way, Gabby Wilkins has not scored in her last 4 games. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, she's coming off that ankle injury and still trying to get back in rhythm.
Huntsman trying to cross over, lost the ball. It's on the paint. Who's got it? 2 Mustangs go down to get it. And Huntsman, it's going to be a jump ball, and it will be Mustang possession.
And nothing lost with Gibson on the bench as Wilkins comes in, gets the tie up and a quick turnover. Possession SMU.
Gardner Webb doesn't handle the pressure that well from the guard standpoint. They don't dribble that well, although they're not terrible. Morgan Bolton taking Huntsman baseline, goes up and lays it in. Beat Huntsman off the dribble.
Well, that's how you beat the pressure. You go right at it, take the ball to the bucket.
4-2 SMU. They've scored on their last 2 possessions. Huntsman, the point guard, around the screen to the foul line, goes left elbow, kicks it across the lane to Quinn. Back into the corner to Parker, steps back behind the screen, 2-man game. Parker taking Collins baseline, kicks it corner left. Extra pass for Huntsman, an open 3, and it's good. 5-4, Gardner Webb takes the lead. Nice extra pass.
And we mentioned it, Huntsman is the player that can shoot from behind the arc. 14 of 39 now on the season.
Matchup zone for Gardner Webb. More of a standard 2-3 now. Froling, double team, short corner, got trapped, and a hold going to be called on Huntsman. That's going to be her first. Team's first. 5-4. SMU on the short end. They are the home team today, the Mustangs. 5:53 first quarter. Gabby Wilkins will inbound right to the cup. Inbound pass gets deflected into the hands of Collins, who's playing with her back to the basket on the wing, and will give it up to Bolton, who runs the point guard. 4 out, 1 in formation here for the Mustangs against the zone. Froling dribbling wing left, go to Collins, who steps out beyond the 3-point line. Short corner left, Bolton feeds Froling. Low block left, 1-on-1 on Parker, kicks it out. Bolton for 3, it back rims. Collins an offensive rebound though for the Mustangs. You got another shot. Gabby thought about a 3. Go Froling, wing left. Lob it too high to Collins in the mid-post. Way over her head. They were too close together for that pass to be that tall. Out of bounds to Gardner Webb.
Well, there's no reason that pass should ever be that tall. There was no chance for the tallest player on the floor to catch it.
Almost half of this first quarter has expired. The Mustangs are down by 1. Brown around the screen by Parker. Down the lane, 1-on-1, gets past Froling, who kind of swats at her and gets the foul, playing 1-on-1. That's the matchup they want, the quicker guard against the bigger post, and Alicia Froling comes up with her first.
Yeah, she didn't move her feet quick enough to stay in front of Brown. Ended up just reaching for the ball last second. Got the arm and the foul call.
Brown to the line. She will shoot 2. Advantage here, Mustangs athletically. If SMU plays zone, you would think they would have a major advantage, but they've got Mississippi State coming up tomorrow, and they don't want to get stagnant on defense, as we've talked about, as Brown misses the first. Second one coming up for the best player for the running Bulldogs, and she missed them both. Long rebound for Adams coming up sideline left. This is Bolton. Get it to Collins underneath in transition. Go up strong and lays it in with the left hand left of the basket.
Yeah, Collins is playing well. 4 points already. Talked about the size advantage. Need to keep using it.
6-5 Mustangs. Two-man game left side. Brown top of the key, one-on-one on Adams. Matchup zone now for the Mustangs. And a tough shot wing left for Parker, and it's good. We got a whistle. They'll fix the netting as the net got cut on the rim on that three-point shot. But Parker knocks down just her 5th made three of the year. She's shooting around 25%. We've got a timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them. It is an 8-6 game in favor of Gardner Webb. We'll take a break. We will be back. Mustangs basketball continues from Learfield Sports.
Man, our offense was on fire tonight. Right? We lit those guys up. Boom, nails a three. We could go all the way this year. That's what I'm saying. Wait, what? This was our first game in your new Nissan. That's it. I'm driving to every game. Woohoo! Shop ChooseNissan.com for great offers on our exciting lineup and discover a better way to game day. Away game next week. Road trip! Get to Nissan, proud partner of the SMU Mustang.
1 minute. And Preston Hollow Emergency Room, the official ER of SMU, and your neighborhood no-wait ER. With 2 facilities conveniently located near you, we're able to provide the Dallas area with upscale, quality care for all your emergency needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit HighlandParkER.com for more information. Highland Park and Preston Hollow ER. Pony up.
30 seconds.
Thank you.
Stay entertaining. Would you be happy to find a lump of crab in your stocking? Does pan au lait make you jingle all the way? Are you always rocking around the Christmas brie? Are you really into holiday entertaining? If the answer's yes, shake up the season at Central Market. Find the freshest ingredients.
10 seconds.
Discover new ways to celebrate with delicious dishes like mushroom and truffle baked brie. Menus and more at centralmarket.com. Visit our Dallas, Plano, Fort Worth, or South Lake locations.
SMU Mustangs women's basketball at you live right here on KAAM as SMU down by 2. 4:37 to go here in first quarter action. Adams goes into the short corner, trap to the foul line. Gabby down the lane, dish off Collins. Passes it off to Morgan Bolton, around to Adams on the wing. Driving it on Huntsman, back out to Gabby. Pull-up jumper on the elbow. Not even close, might have been partially blocked. Long rebound for Gardner Webb's Brown, and she lost the ball. Defense recovers. Jumper in the lane for Brown, off to the left. Nice rebound by the guard Adams and SMU, limiting Gardner Webb to just one chance that time down the floor. There's Froling with a 17-foot straight on. It's up and good. Alicia Froling ties the game at 8.
SMU's 2 big post players scoring all the points. Alicia with 4, Collins with 4.
SMU now 4 of 10 shooting to start. Brown around the screen into the baseline. Closing out, Froling. Back to the top now. Huntsman down low inside of Parker. Goes up with the left hand for the block. And she had a mismatch there as Gabrielle Wilkins was trying to guard the bigger 3 guard. And that's going to be a foul on Gabby. And for Gabrielle Wilkins, that's her first, team foul number 4. And so Gardner Webb with the bonus now. They're really doing a good job of attacking the basket and getting some shots in close. They're being aggressive from the short range, Travis, to get SMU into foul problems.
The foul problems they are getting. Gibson already on the bench with 2, and her backup, Gabby Wilkins, now with 1.
First one for Parker's good. 72% free throw shooter. And she makes them both, making it a 10-8 game. So Parker, who's really, really good, probably the best player in terms of scoring in crucial plays. Here's Adams for 3 for the Mustangs. Too strong, no good. Ball's loose on the floor, hits the deck. Quinn goes to get it. There were 4 Gardner Webb players and 2 Mustangs for the rebound. Outlet, Parker, mid-post right, one-on-one on Collins. Goes to the baseline. Now up and under move, uses the worm, lay in good. What a move by Parker. She's pretty good under the basket. 12-8, biggest lead for Gardner Webb. We haven't scored since the timeout. Mid-post Collins, back out Adams, down the lane, leans in. Shot blocked by Huntsman, goes out of bounds. Oh, it's going to be Gardner Webb ball. Was the shot blocked or was the shot that bad?
Well, she went through the lane and drew contact, expecting to get a foul call and just let go of the basketball in the direction of the rim. No foul call. Gardner Webb ball.
Yeah, coaches always stress to guards, you must attack the score. And while you're getting a lot of fouls here, not many forced fouls. There's Brown, an open three, wing left. Not even close. Ricochets off the glass into the hands of Gabrielle Wilkins, who comes up with her second rebound. The Mustangs will push it in transition. Adams runs baseline. Back out. Mid-range jump shot for Gabby, and it's up and good. It was wide open, and she knocked it down right in the lane. 12-10. Mustangs cut it to 2. Matchup zone again for the Mustangs here. Hedging high, Adams. Oh, around the pick. Brown goes to the hole and swatted away, maybe by Gabby, into the hands of Froling. Up ahead, Bolton. Now Adams. Back to Bolton, an open three. Doesn't take it. Feeds the post. Froling turns, shoots, and got whacked in the face. Shot's no good, but she'll shoot 2. How about Bolton bypassing the 3, saying, you know what? I'm going to share the ball here. I'm going to get to an open post. Let's go to work underneath.
And that's what she's supposed to do. The point guard is the distributor. You see the open post player, who, again, they've scored most of the points today. Keep feeding them. We have a size advantage. SMU does. Take advantage of it.
No doubt about it. Froling scores from the line here. You know, she was held to under 10 points yesterday for just the second time all year. Froling had 8 and 9 rebounds on just 2 of 8 shooting from the floor. And the second one's on the way and good. It ties the game at 12. SMU has tied the game on 2 Froling shots here at the line. Alicia now with 4 points here in the first quarter. It's 2:13 to go. The game is tied at 12 between Gardner Webb and SMU. To the mid-post, Brown trying to feed underneath, but the ball somehow finds the floor. It got deflected. Parker picked it up and laid it in. SMU actually played pretty good defense there. Into the low post, Collins to a cutting Froling down the lane, and a charge called as she caught the pass, blocked the block, and then ran over Hill. So Froling getting called for her second. Now you've got Gibson and Froling both with 2 fouls. That's an offensive foul, so no shots forthcoming, but still Gardner Webb with a 2-point lead and some momentum here.
And SMU's got to find a way to make an adjustment. This game being officiated completely different than the way yesterday's game went.
Well, and now you really can't think about Mississippi State tomorrow. All focus has to be on this game and winning today. 14-12, Gardner Webb, the 2-point lead of the ball. Short corner left, Parker. A long skip pass to Huntsman, wing right. Bolton closes out. Go to the high post now. Back outside. Huntsman, skip it left. Hill, big dribble, jump stop, 10-footer, no good. Nice rebound there by Stephanie Collins. And the Mustangs, outlet, Bolton in transition, pull-up jumper, Adams. Good! What a job as Adams points to the assist man.
And what started as a defensive slugfest has turned into a high-scoring affair.
Game tied at 12. They'll reset the offense. 4 out, 1 in. Huntsman. Williams has come in to play post here for this Gardner Webb team. Huntsman looking down inside. A standard 2-3 zone. Good pressure now. Go to the mid-post. Turnaround jumper from the elbow. A 15-footer for Hill. No good. Hill tracked it down, but she throws away the save pass in the corner. Stolen by Adams. Kick it across the court in transition. Gabby is shot right in the lane. It's up and good. Boy, they're knocking down some mid-range shots. Gabrielle Wilkins has 4 now, and the Mustangs have taken the lead 16-14. Boy, knocking down mid-range shots in transition on the move. This SMU team has not been known for its shooting the last couple of years. They've got some shooters, Travis. And they got a whistle out front. Bolton, a touch foul on Huntsman, about 35 feet for the basket.
Yeah, trying to go over a screen.
And with each touch foul, you've got shots here with 24 seconds to go here in this first quarter. But I like the shooting here and the touch and the mid-range game of the Mustangs here in this first quarter as Huntsman misses the first of 2. Remember Tiara Huntsman, the 5'8 sophomore from Connorsville, Indiana, with some knee problems last year. She had her nose broken right before December started. She's been wearing this mask the entire month. It took her a while to get used to the mask. She knocks down both foul shots. She's got 6. And SMU with a 16-15 lead. Here's Adams around the screen. Kick it right side. Gabby thought about a 3. Instead, we'll go around the screen to the foul line. Back to Adams. Now corner left. Cami Mickens for 3. Well short of the mark. Parker boxes out. Collins for the rebound. 3 seconds, 2, 1. A midcourt shot at the horn. And the first quarter comes to an end as it bangs off the top of the glass. So, SMU with a 1-point lead over Gardner Webb, 16-15 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break and continue. SMU Mustangs basketball continues from Learfield Sports. Against the charging, jowl-snarling, running Bulldog across the way here at the beautiful Ruben Zayas Montañez Event Center here in San Juan. We start the second quarter, and the running Bulldogs in red with the basketball as Huntsman, wing right, goes around the high screen from Parker into the corner to Brown, back to Parker. Playing the triangle, now they kick it left on the two-man game. And Hill trying to bounce it inside to the backup post Williams as it goes between her legs and out of bounds. And the Mustangs hold serve and will get the ball back, leading it by 1 here on their first possession of the second quarter.
Yeah, Gardner Webb was trying to get a shot for Parker in the corner. Good job of SMU to take that away.
Collins high post left will hand it off to Cami Mickens at that guard position. Mickens goes back to Adams. Adams top of the key, bending over, triple threat. Low inside to Collins, block-to-block passes. Deja Thomas goes up, has the ball blocked, swatted out of bounds, and it's going to be Gardner Webb basketball. Thomas goes up on that block-to-block pass from the left block Collins to the right block to Thomas. Goes up, and that was an emphatic block and apparently touched Collins' foot, or rather Thomas's foot goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And Thomas, the young freshman, going to learn. She'll go up stronger next time.
Hill step back, 15-footer in the lane. Might have been partially blocked by Collins, picked out of there by Gabby Wilkins. SMU wants to run with it, 3-on-3, up ahead to Collins, caught under the basket. Turnaround shot, left hand, no good. Trying to get her own rebound, but couldn't. Huntsman there to seize it, the point guard for Gardner Webb. And here come the running Bulldogs again, down by 1. They can take the lead with the basket. Big pressure, pass to the right wing, stolen by Cami Mickens. Cami wants to run. Up ahead, Gabby, pull-up jumper from 8. It's good, right of the lane.
The first points of the second quarter go to SMU, and Gabby Wilkins now with 6 points.
Push the lead to 3. SMU with the edge, looking to even their record. You get a W today, you got a 5-5. Brown around the pick, down the lane, hesitation dribble, floater, hangs on the rim and goes down. Their best player has just scored on a dribble penetration move. The lane was open, she took advantage, making it a 1-point game again.
Parker already with 11 points in this one.
8:17 to go. Short corner right, Cami runs baseline. Mickens pass into the corner to Gabrielle Wilkins. Her pass to the top is stolen. Stolen by the point guard Huntsman, who goes coast to coast and lays it in.
Yeah, that pass just not crisp enough. No pace at all, and easy steal for Huntsman.
19-18. Gardner Webb the lead back. We've been on the teeter-totter here. Jump pass deflected into the hands of Adams. Going to spot up for 3. Takes it. It's off to the right. Thomas tips the ball out to Collins, who kicks it out. And we'll have a second chance this trip. Nice job by Thomas. Mickens got hit. No call. Thomas runs baseline double team. pass out of the corner. You get a whistle and an offensive foul, I guess. No, it's going to be just an out-of-bounds play to Gardner Webb.
Well, they're going to say she stepped out of bounds, but it wasn't without assistance.
Yep, a lot of contact underneath as Collins will come out now. The Mustangs going smaller. You've got Froling, Adams, Bolton, Thomas, and Wilkins on the floor here for SMU, who drops into kind of a 1-1-3 zone, kind of a matchup here. Lob down inside, nice pass. Parker turns and shoots over Wilkins. It's good.
Wilkins went for the steal. Once she missed it, easy layup for Parker.
And a timeout called, and Danny Hughes coaching some defense here. The Mustangs have to make an adjustment on defense. We'll take a break, and I think it's going to be a full timeout. 7:22 to go, 21-18. Back in a moment. SMU Mustangs basketball continues in a moment.
Wynn Transportation has been providing ground transportation services in the Dallas-Fort Worth area since 1985. With one of the largest fleets in the area, Wynn can handle your requests for executive sedans, corporate event transportation, and motor coaches. Wynn features the latest in reservation technology, including an app to book your executive travel. And in addition to their reliable service, Wynn has features such as Wi-Fi on their 55-passenger coaches. Wynn is proud to continue their support of SMU.
1 minute.
Come to Maggiano's Little Italy.
We probably shouldn't be here. We were supposed to go to the gym.
Why not try our new Lighter Take menu? Classic Italian recipes like fettuccine alfredo with at least 1/3 fewer calories.
Well, what is it, served in a thimble?
No, our chefs work their magic to give you great taste and generous portions, and if you're not satisfied, it's on us.
Daniela, let's skip that Pilates class. We're going to Maggiano's for some lighter eating.
Bag the Pilates class. See you tomorrow for Maggiano's new Lighter Take menu. Reservations online at maggianos.com.
30 seconds.
Before you step out into the night, I want you to designate a driver, because great times don't happen without that guy. He's the guy who makes sure you don't act like an idiot in front of the cute girl across the room. He buys her a Budweiser and says it's from you. And then, at the end of the best night of your life, he makes
10 seconds.
buy your fun for the hero of the night, the designated driver. Great times await. Grab some fun.
Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, the SMU Mustangs have to burn a timeout to try to adjust their defense at the 7:22 mark of the second quarter. It's 21-18 Gardner Webb, and SMU will have to contend with a 2-2-1 three-quarter court press here. Keely Froling has come in, and this is her first action, Travis. Froling was stretching out before this game, and here she is.
Yeah, first action of the season. That season-ending knee injury in the last game of the year.
And Keely beats Thomas down the lane, and a blocking foul going to be called on Gardner Webb. They don't like it. Hill's going to get called, and that's going to be her first team foul, number 1 of the quarter. That could have gone either way, Travis.
Absolutely, and the way this game's been called, you almost expected it to go the other way.
So SMU will inbound, right to the basket, inbound to Keely Froling. Again, getting her first action. She's got that big, thick knee brace on her left knee. She's running the baseline right now. Ball is out front, top of the key. Bolton go wing right to Gabby Wilkins, looking down low to the high post. Keely flashes, don't get it to her. She'll set the ball stream. They'll swing it out left corner to Adams. Adams to a backdoor cutting. Keely Froling called it, laid it in with the left hand, left of the basket.
Her first shot of the year is up and good. Great cut, beat her player. The ball screens all took the action away from the lane, and Keely was wide open.
And her first shot cuts this lead to 1. Into the paint, Brown back out to Huntsman. Huntsman at guard. Parker sits the high pick. Skip it, Hill, lob inside. Williams turns, shoots with the right hand. It's no good. Ball tipped off the glass. Seized out of there by Thomas. Up ahead, Morgan Bolton. They'll run with it in transition. Get it to Keely. Froling goes up. Shot blocked by Parker right in her face. Parker picks it out of there. Here comes Huntsman across the timeline. We've been up and down, and Gardner Webb will take the 3 quickly. That's Parker. It's good straight on, and she pumps the fist as she knocks it down. That's her first made 3. She's got 14 of this first half. It's 24-20. Quick 3 by Adams to retaliate. It's no good. Goes out of bounds to the running Bulldogs, and Gardner Webb will have it back up by 4 again.
And as good as Mackenzie Adams was yesterday, she is stone cold today. Just 1 of 6. 0 for 3 from behind the arc.
Now 0 for 4 now from behind the arc with that missed 3. And the Mustangs now 0 of 6 from three-point land to start. That's not good. Isolation, Brown. Here comes Parker with a 2-man game. Brown goes to the baseline, pulls up. She got fouled on the shot from 15 feet away. You never want to foul a jump shooter, but that's what Michaela Reese has just done. That's going to be her first, team's first. That sends Brown to the line where she will shoot 2. Candace Brown, the senior from Hinton, West Virginia, who averages 15 and 7 a game. She's got 2 today. The Mustangs have limited her production, and her shot at the foul line is no good. Brown's had a tough time shooting today. And, when you're 1 of 4 and you're their best player, you really like that. But the Mustangs are still down by 4 here. Could be 5 if she cans the second, and it is. It's 25-20 in favor of the Running Bulldogs. Mustangs have it back. Brown's now got 3 in the game. Skip it left, Adams on the wing against the zone defense. Reese ball fake, go wing right. Then the north corner, Froling to a cutting Thomas down the lane. A blocking foul called on Parker. Second time Thomas has caught a cutting pass down the lane. It's the second time that a Running Bulldog has been called for a block. And I'm telling you, Travis, that could go either way.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, the officials are explaining it to her right now. Not sure exactly what they're saying, but a big call for the Mustangs as that goes on Parker, and it's her second. The leading scorer for this Gardner Webb team with 14 points today is going to the bench.
5:24 to go, 25-20 in favor of Gardner Webb. SMU inbounds down by 5. Long inbound pass to Morgan Bolton over to Mackenzie Adams on the wing. They really spread it out, playing a man-to-man defense. This is a 4-out, 1-in formation here. They'll run the motion. Mackenzie on Brown. Behind the back dribble, penetrates, picks it back out. Bolton into the lane. Gets past the defender, layup. No good. Blew it. Rebounded by Huntsman. Boy, nice move by Bolton. Got past the defender and couldn't finish. Left side Hill for 3 in the corner in transition. It's an air ball. It's picked out of there. Tracked down by Adebayo, who comes into the ball game at the guard spot. 4:52 to go. Brown around the Adebayo pick. Into the lane, hanging floater. It goes around and falls. It's good. Brown's first jumper. She's got 5 of the game. And it's 27-20 in favor of Gardner Webb. 4:39 to go here in the second quarter. Good pass to Keely Froling. Nice move underneath. Leans and kisses it off the window on the reverse. It's good. Great assist.
Yeah, she's picking up where her sister left off. Alicia on the bench with 2 fouls, but Keely making up for the loss.
And Keely with a steal inside on the entry pass on the denial. Up ahead, Michaela Reese. They'll rotate it left. Adams for 3. Will it go? No, way off. Short. Rebounded by Gardner Webb's Quinn in between Thomas and Keely Froling. 4:11 to go, second quarter. SMU's down 5. Gardner Webb the ball. Down the lane. There goes Huntsman working on Morgan Bolton. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Huntsman, but she stepped on the line. It'll be SMU basketball with 4 minutes exactly to go in this second quarter. SMU is down by 5. Gardner Webb's really playing well, but SMU's not shooting well.
No, they're not. And they're going to bring Stephanie Collins back into the game, who's 2 of 2, and Armani Degar getting her first action in this Puerto Rican Classic.
SMU now 0 of 7 from three-point land. Michaela Reese pressure trap. There's a pass underneath. I'm not sure who as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Michaela got trapped on the sideline, had 2 players, and it wasn't even a good trap. Easily broken, but Degar just didn't find anybody and threw it away.
3:42 to go. You got Armani Degar and Michaela Reese both on the floor right here. High lob down low to Quinn, an offensive foul called. Offensive foul down low, I believe, on Hill. And that's going to be her second.
I think they got Quinn.
Did they? If that is Quinn, it's going to be number 1 on her. We'll have to check it as Travis goes to the computer. Or they've got us across the way, and it's tough to see the officials' hands. Michaela Reese from straight on from 17 off the curl. It's up and good. Nice shot by Michaela Reese off the bench, making it a 3-point game. 27-24. Gardner Webb trying to retaliate. Williams, a long jumper from her post spot. Left of the lane. It's no good. It's not the shot that their coach wanted, as Rick Reeves lets them know about it. Goes out of bounds at the baseline to SMU. The Mustangs, while they have not made a 3 today, if they hit one here, could tie the game. Lob inside to Collins, backing down Quinn's turn, shoots with the right hand up and good over Quinn. Great job by Collins with 1 power dribble. Got where she wanted. She's got 6, and the Mustangs have pulled within 1.
If SMU can keep getting that pass in there to Collins, there's nobody on the Gardner Webb team that can stop her from scoring.
Huntsman with a left-hand dribble attacking, changes hands in mid-flight, but missed the lay-in. Collins the rebound for the Mustangs. Dish it, Bolton to Keely, goes up strong, Froling makes it go. Keely Froling with 6 off the bench in her very first game back from the injury. Boy, she's done a great job with some terrific footwork and touch around the basket.
And Scott, that last foul was credited to Quinn for Gardner Webb, her first.
SMU right now giving up the three-point opportunity. Shot short, though. Morgan Bolton with the rebound. Here comes SMU into the paint in transition, and Bolton got hammered by Williams on the jump pass across the lane. That's Williams' first, team's third of this quarter, and with 2:18 to go, SMU up by 1, 28-27.
And we talked earlier about how SMU needed to adjust to the way the game was being called. They have, and all of a sudden it's Gardner Webb picking up some fouls.
Keely Froling's got it out front. Michaela Reese now. Morgan Bolton swing it wing right to Armani DeGar. DeGar lobs to Collins underneath, one-on-one on Quinn. Shoots over, shot no good. Rebound, Keely Froling laying good. Boy, Keely's quick underneath.
And a great benefit for SMU, an extra set of legs, a fresh set of legs in this 3 games in 3 days, to have a player as fresh as Keely who hasn't played all season.
Around the screen, Brown, tough shot over Michaela Reese, no good from 10, straight on. Rebounded by SMU's Collins, 3-on-3 break. Morgan Bolton stops, Collins posting up, skip it across into the corner, Reese for 3. No, not even close. Boy, SMU's just not been close on these threes. Quinn's got the rebound for Gardner Webb. We keep shooting them, though.
0 of 7 so far today.
1:23 to go. SMU by 3. Bounce to the high post and Brown. A guard posting up at the high post on Reese. Backing down Michaela, going up strong. We got a whistle before that. She just kept dribbling, and then finally they got Michaela Reese with a push. That's her second off the bench. Team second. Substitution now as Williams comes back in, and Jenkins comes in for the first time in post to spell Williams. For Gardner Webb. And Huntsman will inbound left of the basket for this running Bulldog team. Run a low 1-4 set off the inbound pass, a man-to-man defense. Inbounded to Jenkins, goes up strong, shot no good. Collins tips it out to Reese. Here comes Michaela. Michaela and Armani on the transition play. Leave it for Bolton, and they'll set up the offense now. You don't see Armani and Reese on the floor together much.
No.
High post, Froling turns, skips it opposite. Bolton inside to Collins, double teamed under the cut. Wild shot over the back, high off the window, good. Off the double team, how about Collins?
And that's what you expect to see out of Collins. Use your size, go up strong. If they hit you, it's going to be a foul.
12-0 run for the Mustangs. 12-zip on the run for SMU. 30 seconds to go, second quarter. Hill, elbow, spin move, hanging step back shot. No good off the window, out of bounds to SMU. A 12-0 run here for the Mustangs.
We saw Mississippi State use a late second quarter run to propel them to victory over Western Michigan in the first game today. SMU doing much of the same here against Gardner Webb in the second game of day 2 of the Puerto Rico Classic. 12 straight points to take a 32-27 lead against Gardner Webb with the ball and 25 seconds left.
Reese leaves. You've got Collins, Adams, Armani DeGar, Morgan Bolton, and Keely Froling on the floor here. And Keely has 8 points in limited minutes here in the second quarter. She has been extremely active with some great footwork under the basket and touch and hustle, getting rebounds. Lob inside to Collins, turns around off the double team, trying to bank it in, can't. Backside rebound for Brown. And here they come. Adebayo with the clock winding down with a scoop shot down the lane. Shot will not go. It wouldn't have counted anyway. The horn sounds, and the quarter's over, so is the half. SMU utilizing a 12-0 run to conclude the first half, taking a 5-point lead into the break. We'll take a break, and we will continue. SMU Mustangs basketball continues in a moment.
Highland Park.
on radio with you and tell our kids, wow, we scored 21 points. And, all I remember is that we took care of the ball and we weren't afraid to shoot. A lot of times we'll get a lead and they want to protect the lead and, kind of play a little tight. But the best thing about that fourth quarter, they didn't play tight. They took their, open shots and they fell for us. So it was good.
Against Gardner Webb today, a team that comes in 6-3. This is a Gardner Webb team that scores 65 points a game. Give up about 65 points a game. They don't shoot that well. They've struggled shooting. What have you seen from them on tape?
Well, they are a scrappy team, and, they do have a good record, but they're not a good outside shooting team, and I say from the three-point line. And so we're going to mix it up. At first we were going to zone on a make and miss, but to keep our girls sharp and ready for Mississippi State, we're going to mix it up. We're going to go 50 and 13, which is man and zone. And so we're going to challenge them a little bit. We're going to get after it, and we want to start out like Western Michigan did. I mean, they were up on them 10-0, and, we want to do the same thing. And, we're hoping that this is a game that everybody gets to play in, so we'll see.
It's funny when you go man. Obviously, we're probably more athletic from a player-to-player standpoint, but you got another game to think about. It's not just managing for today, is it?
No, it's not. You got to save your girls' legs. I don't know. When we were this young, you could go in the gym and play back to back to back. You could play every day, and sometimes it's shocking that the athlete now can't do that sometimes. But when your adrenaline's going, I think our girls will be fine.
Comments from Deneen Parker right before the ball game as the SMU Mustangs taking on Gardner Webb University this afternoon here from San Juan, Puerto Rico. We are so happy to have you along on the SMU Mustangs Radio Network. Thanks so much for joining us. Scott Gardner alongside Travis Chambly as the Mustangs with a 32-27 lead right now here at the half. Trying to see what will happen. Alicia Froling will be on the floor along with Adams and Morgan Bolton, Gibson, and Stephanie Collins. We're set for basketball here in the second half. Gardner Webb in red, SMU in white. SMU's the home team. They'll be the visiting team tomorrow against the 9th-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs. We'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon, but some business to take care of today. SMU shoots to our right as we continue play. Top of the key, Bolton down the lane against the zone. Leaves it for Froling. Kicks it right. Adams runs the baseline. Penetrates. Leaner off the window. Good. Nice hanging floater. Adams had 2 in the first half. SMU increases the lead to 7, their largest. SMU was down by as many as 7 in that first half. Go on the 12-0 run to conclude that first half. This is a 14-0 stretch here, Travis.
Yeah, the 2 points by Adams.
Huntsman's long lob in the right block off the hand of Gibson, who kind of came over for help and deflected that pass out of bounds. Gardner Webb's got 8 to shoot.
And I'm not sure if the poor shooting by Adams in the first half affected her decision to attack the basket on that last shot, but it was a great move.
Brown working on Adams. Good man-to-man defense. Tough shot there for Brown with the 1 to shoot. No good. Ball comes off, and Gibson with the rebound, and a push-off going to be called against Brown for Gardner Webb. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1. So the Mustangs, again, playing some suffocating defense. They've scored 14 straight. Well, Adams trying to feed Collins, and that feed gets stuffed right back in her face and tumbles over the stripe on the right side on the baseline, and SMU will inbound with 8:54 to go and 19 seconds on the shot clock here in this third quarter. SMU by 7. Mustangs with the ball. Long 18-footer for Froling. And Alicia misses it. Collins trying to tip it out to her, but it went right into the breadbasket of Parker. Gardner Webb comes up with the ball. Huntsman operating at point. Right side Hill to the paint. Back out to Huntsman. Wing left Brown. Thought about penetrating. Stops. Goes inside to Parker. And the scoop shot there for Parker. No good, but got fouled by Collins. Fouls on SMU Stephanie Collins, her first. Team's first. Shooting foul. And so Parker will have 2 shots in a 7-point game. You just wondered how long that scoring drought would continue for this Gardner Webb team. Parker's first rattles home, and it ends at, 14?
14-0 SMU run snapped by a Olivia Parker free throw for her 15th point of the game.
That's what I meant to say. Second one for Parker is good. SIDs are nothing if they're not thorough, right? Here's Gibson, right wing to the paint. Collins to a cutting, Froling, and Alicia goes up and got fouled from behind. Great passing as that foul goes against Parker. That's number 2 on her real quick. And she's got 2. The team's got 2. And with 8:19 to go, Alicia will have 2.
And Gardner Webb, all 5 players, thought it was a block, and I'm not sure. I don't agree with them.
And the first for Froling's no good. Alicia misses at the line. Her sister Keeley with a great second quarter. Keeley, again, with 8 off the bench in 8 minutes.
And we talked about SMU's size advantage as Froling hits the second of 2 free throws. Be interesting to see if they don't run Keeley Froling out there with Alicia Froling and Stephanie Collins.
6-point lead for the Mustangs. Gardner Webb with the basketball, shooting 2 hour left. Around the ball screen, a re-screen. Brown down the right side of the lane, trying to kick it across to Quinn on the bounce. Quinn was going up to try to create space, and Brown just kind of bounced it where she used to be, and it goes out of bounds to SMU.
SMU defense forcing another turnover with their spacing and positioning.
SMU by 6. We played 2 minutes, third quarter. Opposite pass, short corner jumper kind of on the run for Adams, and she knocks it down. Adams with 6.
If you're not making them from the three-point arc, take a couple steps in and hit the 15-foot jumper.
Biggest lead for SMU. It stands at 8. Triple threat. Hill down the lane. Floater over Gibson. Bank shot no good. Tipped around. Hits Froling's arm 3 times. Comes off and picked away by Bolton. Outlet. Adams. Inside Collins. Go up. Stripped from the waist out of bounds. Huntsman strips it in transition. She was kind of flying by and stripped it. An 8-point lead for the Mustangs, and they'll have the ball. Will SMU with 24 on the shot clock, 7:24 on the game clock. Gibson inbounds. It'll be a box play off the man-to-man defense. Lob at Collins, high post right on the elbow. Gets it out to Bolton. They'll run a set. SMU ball trying to increase their largest lead at 8. Midway through the third now, 3 minutes into it. Gibson, wing right Adams, 1-on-1 on Huntsman. Crosses over on her, goes down the baseline. Off the window, no good. Nice box out by Parker, getting the board. Parker's very active, and she's got 5 boards now to go along with her 16 points. We played 7 minutes. Right elbow, Brown. Bolton defending, going to the corner to Quinn. Back to Brown, straight on. Bolton's defending. To the elbow. Back out Huntsman, shot clock down to 7. Man-to-man defense, Huntsman guarded on the switch by Froling. Steps back, takes a contested 3. Off to the right, no good. Brown the rebound. She stepped on the line or got fouled. Nope, fouled by Bolton.
SMU not as aggressive to that rebound as Gardner Webb was in Brown.
Second foul on Morgan, second team foul against the Mustangs here in the third. SMU by 8 with 6:36 to go. Hill to inbound for Gardner Webb. Quick inbound, Parker runs baseline, and a blocking foul on Froling. I think if Alicia had hit the floor, it might have been a charge, but it's going to be a foul on Alicia Froling.
And that's the third.
Yeah, her third, team's third. Deja Thomas going to come in and spell Alicia here. I'm surprised they haven't gone to Keeley here. SMU by 8. Bouncing corner right, Quinn lost it and apparently stripped out by Collins.
Collins deflected the inbound pass.
It goes out of bounds into the bench for Gardner Webb. They'll inbound. Brown will come over to inbound the ball right in front of the bench. Gardner Webb's coach, Rick Reeves, standing there with his arms crossed with that red polo on. Inbound Huntsman. Gibson defending. They're going to run a play call 1 as Coach Reeves says, hey, run 1. Quinn to the top. Huntsman. Now Hill. Top of the key. Wing left. Parker. Now left corner Brown. 4 out, 1 in offense. Around the screen. Down the lane. Hill. Jump stop. Right hand floater. No good from 10. Collins tipping it around. It goes toward the bench. And Hill goes over the bench to save it. And it goes out of bounds to Gardner Webb, it looks like. Hill jumped and levitated on a chair over there. Went into the front row. And she's going to be okay. Brown inbounds Huntsman. They'll run a play. The coach says, hey, let's set this thing up and run 1. Wing right, Brown go into the corner to Parker. Down the lane, they can't get it to Hill. Huntsman's got it. Now Quinn, the post. Collins defending top of the key. Wing left Hill, corner left Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Parker, ball fake, down the lane, kick it corner right. Hill, desperation three. No, it's short. Collins the rebound. Outlet. Gibson goes to get it. One-on-one. Gibson lost it. Shovels across Thomas. Left-hand lay and good. In transition.
That play was called chaos.
Controlled chaos, though. Lead is 10 and the biggest for the Mustangs. Brown, elbow left, two-man game in the paint. Kind of a weird two-man game. She spins, 3 seconds. So weird, the official says, hey, forget about this nonsense. That's a 3-second call.
Well, the screen was in front of her so long, she never got a chance to go around it because of SMU's defense. And the result is a 3-second violation, turnover, possession SMU.
You don't see a two-man game with space like that at the foul line, as most of the time you get somebody coming off helping, clogging the lane. Gibson around the screen, top of the key, trying to re-screen. No, they're going to bounce it to Thomas. She wasn't expecting it. It's stolen. Wasn't expecting it off the re-screen. Long outlet, Hill to Brown. Brown underneath. Fades and gets shoved right back in her face by Collins. That shot, as she faded, got put right back into her noggin and picked out of there by Gibson and the Mustangs. SMU by 10 with the ball. Hot pass inside. Collins goes up, left-hand lay and good. Big-time momentum for the Mustangs.
And Collins now in double figures with 10 points. She's 5 of 7 from the floor.
Collins with her first bucket of the half. Gardner Webb, they don't score here. They may need a timeout. Brown in the paint. She'll back it out. She'll turn around. Thought about a three, or rather a shot. Hands off to Parker. Down the lane, lost it, got it back. Parker having a hard time dribbling. Skip it, tough skip pass. Deflects off the hands of Gibson, then Hill, and now goes into the bench to SMU. We've got a timeout on the floor, and Coach Reeves, the Gardner Webb coach, is coming out of here screaming. He's so unhappy. He's not happy at all. Media timeout. We'll take it with him. The Mustangs by 12. SMU 41, Gardner Webb 29, 4-14. Third quarter. Back in a moment on Learfield Sports.
Hey Mustang fans, pony up to our one-stop catering team, Marshall's Catering and Special Events. Marshall's has been catering Texas-style barbecue and more for over 50 years, specializing in private parties and corporate events, groups of 15 or 5,000. Marshall's will impress. Call Marshall's Catering, 972-243-4901, or get a taste of what we can do at marshallscatering.com. marshallscatering.com. Marshall's Catering and Special Events. Experience the
1 minute.
Offense was on fire tonight. Right? We lit those guys up. Boom, nails a three. We could go all the way this year. That's what I'm saying. Wait, what? This was our first game in your new Nissan. That's it. I'm driving to every game. Woohoo!
Shop ChooseNissan.com for great offers on our exciting lineup and discover a better way to game day.
Away game next week. Road trip!
Get to Nissan, proud partner of the SMU Mustang.
30 seconds.
Park and Preston Hollow Emergency Room, the official ER of SMU, and your neighborhood no-wait ER. With 2 facilities conveniently located near you, we're able to provide the Dallas area with upscale, quality care for all your emergency needs, 24 hours.
10 seconds.
Visit HighlandParkER.com for more information. Highland Park and Preston Hollow ER. Pony up.
San Juan, Puerto Rico, as we come back to action. Scott Garner alongside Travis Chambly. The Mustangs by 12 with the ball. And really looking good here in the third quarter. SMU shooting to our right. Mackenzie Adams penetrates back out to Gibson, corner right. Morgan Bolton. Bolton looking inside and said skips it to the top of Adams. Around the screen, dumps it to Collins. Collins draws a double team. Low block left. Turns, falls down, goes out of bounds. And it will be a foul on Collins. Is that what I see? How can that be?
Can't be serious.
They did give a foul on Collins. That's going to be her second, team's fourth of the quarter. 3:51 to go.
She went down with the ball.
Well, the only thing I can think of, the official was kind of screened off.
I mean, she did fall on a player.
3:47 to go. Huntsman pestered by Bolton out front. Goes to the wing, keeps the dribble going. Swing it left, Brown on the wing, now to the top. Williams, a backup post, saying, hey, I don't need this. Where's my point guard? Huntsman steps back behind the Williams screen. Williams straight on, two-man game. Corner right. Little triangle offense now. Hill's got 7 to shoot. She's acting like she's got a fresh 30. To the top, Parker, a desperation 3, not close. Rebounded by Thomas. And Coach Reeves shaking his head back and forth. He didn't like the offense. Down inside Collins, feed it. Gibson to Collins. Layup good. And an index finger pointed toward Gibson. Collins liked the assist. 43-29, and now you got a whistle and a foul on Morgan Bolton. Bolton in midcourt with a foul that's going to be her 3rd, team's 5th. Shots coming up here for Gardner Webb, I would think. And Collins comes out. Keely Froling comes into the 3:07 mark of this 3rd quarter. The officials don't realize it yet, but it should be shots, and now it will be.
And Kami Mickens comes in for Bolton, who picked up her 3rd foul.
All right, so Huntsman will shoot 2. 71% free throw shooter. She had 8 at the break. Has not scored yet until now, and she cans the first of 2 shots. 43-30. SMU had a 14-point lead just a moment ago, as this one's on the way and good. So Huntsman drained them both. She's in double figures with 10. 43-31. Lead is at 12. Froling, Keeley, hands off to Gibson straight on. Keeley gets the pass, high post left. Pass out to Kami Mickens, who's come on to play guard. Now Adams, 2-man game with Thomas. They try to front her mid-post, knocks her off the block. Down the lane, Adams, leaner with the right hand off the window. It's good, and a foul called. How about Adams getting a little continuation there with a foul on Brown, who was defending. Adams had about a half step, but that's all she needed. McKenzie's got 8, and 6 of these have come after the break. McKenzie will try for the and one here, and she gets it to go. They were out here shooting those foul shots in the warm-ups. That's because they only shot about 50% from the line yesterday. It's 46-31 after the unconventional 3-point play. 15-point lead for the Mustangs. And this time, Kami Mickens using the body, bumping Huntsman. No doubt a foul there on SMU's Mickens, and that's going to be her first. And foul shots coming up here for Gardner Webb. When you're in the bonus, you don't need fouls like that, though.
No, you definitely don't want to foul 50 feet from the basket on the best shooter that Gardner Webb has, not in the act of shooting, just trying to stay in front of her, and got a little hip check.
And she makes them both 47-32. So Huntsman has hit 4 at the line the last 2 times down the floor. I'm going to say SMU's lead as large as 15 today. High lob down inside. Thomas goes up from the block. Shot knocked away. Picked out of there by Curry, who's come in at the forward position. Huntsman defended by Mickens out front. Really pestering her. A lot of guard pressure here, taking them out of their game a little bit. Brown crosses over down the lane. Give it off to Parker. Low block left, working on Froling. Scoop move, reversal good on the drop step to her left. Parker's now got 18 to the ball game. It's 47-34. They had to be careful not to foul her. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, the Mustangs at one point were up by 20 against Kansas, of all teams. That was their biggest lead of the season. Froling, an open jumper, left side angle. It rolls home. Keely Froling, an open jumper in the short corner. She's got 10 in the game.
That's her longest shot attempt of this game. Now 5 of 6.
SMU by 14 again. Running floater on the elbow. Huntsman knocks it down over Morgan Bolton. She's got 14. Should say Mickens, rather. 48-37 is our score as they correct the scoreboard. There's a jumper in the lane, up and good for Adams on the move. She's got 11 now.
Adams has abandoned the 3-point shooting game today, but she's attacking the basket, and it's working for her. She's made 4 of her last 5 shots.
Under a minute to go. They keep changing the scoreboard up there, Travis. They're going to find somebody who can do that and work that job here in Puerto Rico before this tournament's over, I would think. Here's Huntsman around the screen. Thought about a pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Gives it off to Williams. Right side angle. And her pass inside the Parker's too tall, but apparently Keely Froling pushed Williams in the back trying to get the feed on the entry pass. Foul is going to be called on SMU as Keely Froling picks up her first. Shots coming up for Parker. Parker's had a great game. Olivia Parker, the senior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, averages 14. She's got 18 and looking for 2 more here at the line. She's got the first. 19 now. 50-38. As much as you'd like to think so, this game's not over. And the second one's good. Although it doesn't really feel like Gardner Webb's very much in this game. 50-39.
It doesn't at all. But Parker and Huntsman, all the offense for Gardner Webb.
Bad entry pass in the two-man game. They gamble. Williams comes up with the steal as they try to feed Thomas underneath. Gardner Webb the ball. Maybe we spoke too soon here. Here's Brown, left wing, gets the pick to the foul line. Lob it inside. Parker leans in on Keeley. It's up and good. Yeah, the quarter's about to end. Otherwise, Lisa might use a timeout here. Parker's got 22. Corner right Gibson. You got to play for the last shot here. 50-41 leads down to 9. Short corner jumper Thomas. No good. Foul called. Whistle. Who's it on?
They got Brown pushing Keeley Froling in the back on the rebound attempt.
Oh, that's big. That's your third. Although just the third team foul, so they'll have to inbound. No shots here. They're gonna sub in Collins for a lob to the rim here at the end of the quarter. What a great substitution. As Thomas comes out, Collins is in. Let's see if Collins doesn't come off the screen. There's a screen by Mickens. There's a lob to Collins. Juggled it, got the shot off, but the horn goes and the shot won't.
And you saw the Gardner Webb assistant jumping and screaming, lob, lob, lob. And Gardner Webb was ready for it. Collins wasn't able to catch it clean and doesn't get a good shot attempt.
If Collins catches, she might make it. Well, we come to the end of the third quarter. Back in a moment. Mustangs by 9 going to the fourth against Gardner Webb. SMU 50, Gardner Webb 41 on Learfield Sports.
Spirit as you drive on and off campus. And opening an account is
10 seconds.
Parking and ID services or NTTA's customer service location in Plano. To find out more about toll tag benefits, visit ntta.org.
SMU by 9, 50-41 as we go to the final quarter of action here in regulation as the SMU Mustangs trying to even their record at 5 wins and 5 losses going into the tough ball game tomorrow against the 9th-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs. Right now, SMU with a 9-point lead. The Mustangs were down 7 in the first half, then go on a 12-0 spurt to take a 5-point lead into the break. And right now, Gardner Webb, after a mini 4-0 run, has cut it to 9. Curry, right side angle. We get a whistle and a kick ball on the corner right in front of the bench. And with 9:48 to go, shot clock will be at 19 as they will inbound in a 9-point disparity. The Mustangs by 9, still with some work to do. SMU's had a great game today from Keeley Froling off the bench. That's been a big story today. The Mustangs playing kind of a matchup zone right now as Brown's got it wing left, 8 to shoot. They're really whittling the shot clock down around the Williams screen. Now down in the lane. She turns the corner, trying to pass it across the lane. Under the cup, stolen by Gabby. Wilkins outlet and a tough pass, but Gibson somehow fumbles it, got it back and laid it in. And she laid it in with a big smile on her face.
Yeah, the deflection caused Huntsman to fly by, and then there was no one to contest the shot as she regained possession.
SMU by 11, 52-41, 9:15 to play. Brown to the elbow, cut off, 2-man game, bounce inside to Parker. Trying to go the up and under move. Parker's got some great moves under the basket, but that time too much defense. It's too cloudy. She kicks it out. Brown, the screen, steps back, 18-footer, short. Offensive rebound, Gardner Webb and Curry.
Wilkins slipped trying to adjust her angle to the ball.
9 minutes to go in the game. They're taking a lot of time off the shot clock. They're down by 11. Gardner Webb the ball. They're on the deficit end of it. SMU the lead. They've led it by as many as 14. Williams a three. She's a post. Well short. Froling goes in to get the rebound. Alicia and Williams trying to follow her shot. Bumped into Froling, and she gets called for the foul. It's going to be her second, team's first of the quarter.
Knew it was short, but that much mass going at that speed, no chance to stop before she ran into Froling.
That's called inertia, and she's got a lot of it. 8:31 to go, 52-41. Backdoor cut. Wilkins caught it under the cup from Collins, laid in good, right of the basket.
We've seen several different players for SMU use that backdoor cut, and Gardner Webb has no idea what's going on.
54-41. They know they're down 13 and they're in trouble.
Do they?
Maybe not. 8:09 to go. Brown to the paint. Kick it short corner right. Williams. They're not playing with that urgency like they know it. Williams, a tough move underneath. Froling just put her hands up, and Williams fell down underneath her, and the ball goes out of bounds to SMU.
We have Williams playing like a guard, and she's got 0 points.
54-41. I think those may be the sentiments of Rick Reeves, because Rick's pulled her out of the game, Travis.
Great minds think alike.
8 minutes to go. Right side for Gabby Wilkins, now to the top, and Gibson, high post left. Froling, good triple threat move there. Nice bullet pass, Gibson inside to Collins. Ball tipped out of there, and she got hit in the face. Foul's going to be on Huntsman, the guard, trying to defend the much taller Collins. I guess they got Curry.
No. Sorry, her second.
Her second, team second, and entry pass is stolen by Gardner Webb. Here comes Brown into the front court in transition. She's going to stop and wait on her friends. Nice job of getting back by SMU. Brown lob low underneath the Parker. Double clutches, goes up, got fouled underneath, got held. She'll shoot two, and she's already had a really good game. I think that's going to be on SMU's Alicia Froling. Is it?
It is.
It's her fourth. It's the first team foul against the Mustangs. Parker's going to shoot two here. It's a shooting foul into the basket. Parker's had a great game both from the floor and at the line. She's got 22 unofficially, making 23 for the game. That is 9 over her average. It's 54-42 as we see Thomas come in to spell Alicia Froling at that forward position. 7.5 to go. The Mustangs win this one. They'll be 5-5 going into the Mississippi game tomorrow, Mississippi State game. 54-43.
Yeah, don't confuse the two.
Yes, that would not be good for those that are from that part of the country. Nice spin move, turn around, fade away with the left hand. Underneath for Collins on the offensive end for the Mustangs. She's got 14. 56-43, Mustangs by 13. 3 on the way. Not even close for Curry. It's off to the right. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Mustangs basketball. 7:11 to go. Mackenzie Adams going to come in to spell Gibson at guard for the Mustangs. Now I was going to go to the record book a moment ago. What are you looking at?
I'm looking to see what Stephanie Collins' career high in points is.
She's got unofficially 14 today. 7:10 to go. The Mustangs by 13. Full court press. 2-2-1 three-quarter court press. Tough cross-court pass. There's a pass by Collins inside to Thomas. Deflected into the hands of Adams. To a cutting Gabby. Pull-up jumper good. Gabrielle Wilkins. The Mustangs really moving the ball in offense. Some of these passes, though, are kind of risky. 58-43. 15-point lead for the Mustangs. Biggest of the day. Backdoor cut. Caught it. Hill. Missed the lay-in. No good. Collins over the back. Knocked it out of bounds to Gardner Webb.
Speaking of Collins, one more field goal would match her career high. She had 16 in the season opener against Northwestern State. Been in double figures in all but 2 games this season. Coming off a career high 12 rebounds against.
Left side angle Hill. Pass into the paint to Parker. Going up on Collins, and a foul going to be called. Help side defense too applied by Gabrielle Wilkins, and I think they got Gabby on the help.
Against Arizona. I'm getting old. I couldn't remember who we played yesterday.
I don't know that assessment is predicated upon you remembering who we played. As Parker goes to the line, and the first one's on the way and good.
What about Parker?
Oh, man, she's good. I noticed her yesterday. She's really, really solid. I asked a couple of scouts. I said, hey, you think she's the best player they've got? I said, no, it's going to be Brown. But Parker's got length to go with her dexterity. Yeah. We'll take a break, and we will continue. 58-45 is our score as the SMU Mustangs with a 13-point lead. 6:34 to go. Back in a moment fourth quarter action from San Juan, Puerto Rico on Learfield Sports.
Man, our offense was on fire tonight. Right? We lit those guys up. Boom, nails a 3. We could go all the way this year. That's what I'm saying. Wait, what? This was our first game in your new Nissan. That's it. I'm driving to every game. Woohoo!
Shop ChooseNissan.com for great offers on our exciting lineup and discover a better way to game day.
Away game next week. Road trip!
Get to Nissan, proud partner of the SMU Mustangs.
1 minute.
The Bank for Texas is Bank of Texas. You see, we're neighbors. Making decisions locally with a true understanding of our communities and a promise to be here, ready to help you achieve your long-term goals and dreams. Let's make a plan together.
Hey.
The Bank for Texas. The Bank for you. Bank of Texas. Long live your money.
30 seconds.
Some restaurants have begun serving all-day breakfast, but at what cost? A limited menu, participating locations, in other words, full of asterisks. Jack in the Box is proud to serve 100% asterisk-free breakfast all day, like 2 tasty breakfast melts with fresh cracked eggs, melting cheese on a toasty stop.
10 seconds.
50. An awesome deal served asterisk-free, because asterisks only leave a bad taste in your mouth. Only at Jack in the Box, home of breakfast served all day. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary.
Well, this has turned out to be a really fortuitous tournament here in San Juan as the Mustangs have a 13-point lead with 6.5 to go over Gardner Webb now after defeating Arizona yesterday. The Wildcats were 7-1 before the loss to the Mustangs. Full court press. The Mustangs had to do some nifty passing to get out of it. Gabby penetrates, pulls up in the lane, shot no good. And Gardner Webb got what they wanted. They wanted the ball quickly. Long outlet to Parker underneath, gets doubled as the Mustangs get back in transition in the mid-post. Skip it right, Huntsman for 3. It's good. Don't want to get them hot, and the Mustangs are playing fast. 58-48. Lead is down to 10. Full court pressure here. Adams to Thomas. Thomas to Collins. Collins goes up, missed the lay-in. Got it back, but now she got tied up. Tied up with Webster, and it's going to be SMU ball. With Brown, rather, it's going to be SMU ball. Well, when you press, not only do you want to try to create a turnover, you just want the other team to play fast and shoot quickly because you're down. And the Mustangs, while Gardner Webb might not be creating a lot of turnovers here, they're making SMU playing fast in the half court.
Yeah, Gabby Wilkins got to a good spot and a decent look, but as you mentioned, too quick. Once you get across the timeline and break the press, settle down and set something up.
Now they're setting it up, running it much slower, taking some time off. Guard pressure intensifies. Lob it to Thomas. Shot underneath. No good. Thomas got her own rebound. Put back. No good, but foul by Parker.
She jumped about 6 feet off the ground to get that rebound. Great elevation by the freshman, Deja Thomas.
Parker's third, team third, still a 10-point lead for SMU. But the one thing that's somewhat disconcerting about the last couple of possessions is how quickly the shots are going up here for SMU, and this is where the experience comes in. You have to have your most experienced guards at the ball game right now, and Thomas misses the first of 2 shots. Deja is a freshman from Dallas Skyline, and when she missed that one, it looked like she just missed the last shot of the NBA Finals. Second one on the way at the foul line. It hangs on the rim and off the glass and goes. 59-48. SMU by 11. Huntsman fakes left, goes right. Morgan Bolton defending. Pass Bolton off the window. Good. Bolton couldn't hang with her. That's happened a couple of times today. 16 now for Huntsman in the ball game. 59-50. Leads down to 9 for the Mustangs. Pass across Adams. Adams penetrates. Alley-oop pass. Too tall. Goes out of bounds, and the Mustangs may need a timeout right here. 5:20 to go. It's going to be Gardner Webb ball. They're not playing badly. They're just playing really quickly.
And we talked about it in the pregame. This Gardner Webb team, really a fourth quarter team, outscoring opponents 189-154 in the fourth quarter.
Got to be able to handle the guard pressure here as associate head coach Lisa Dark leaning on the table by the Mustang bench with that index card in her left hand. That's got all her plays on it. 5:06 to go. There's a 3 ball on the way. Shot won't go. Gabby Wilkins a big rebound. Gabby comes out of traffic. Long outlet pass to Adams. Adams going to take a shot in transition. No good. Gardner Webb got another quick shot out of the Mustangs again. Here's Huntsman. Huntsman with a pass stolen by Gabby. Gabby goes up off the window. Good. Big steal, big bucket. She's got 12. 61-50 Mustangs.
Wilkins and Adams gave Gardner Webb a taste of their own medicine with the guard press before the timeline. Results in a steal and a layup for the Mustangs.
4.5 to go. Brown, kick it, Hill, 3 in the corner, too short, no good. Thomas the board for the Mustangs. SMU ball. Here comes Morgan Bolton quickly into the front court. Bolton running the point. Thomas has it. Quick pass inside Collins. Collins double team, trying to bank it off the window on the spin move, no good. And it goes out of bounds to Gardner Webb. Well, you're executing, you're getting looks, and that time Collins just couldn't finish under the basket. We get a whistle, timeout. It'll be a full. We're back in a moment. SMU by 11, 61-50 on the Mustangs Radio Network.
You need to plan that important campus celebration this year, and you want to plan a truly memorable party without going over budget. One call to the rental experts at M&M Event Rentals will quickly ease your event anxiety as you learn about renting a tent, tables, chairs and linen, and even custom SMU centerpieces, all from one company with decades of experience and professionalism. Visit them online at mmspecialevents.com and like them on Facebook to see some wonderful ways they can enrich your alumni celebrations.
1 minute.
Meals? Would you roll with a brioche? Ever walked in on a cornbread dressing? Would you encrust a ribeye with itsy bitsy teeny weeny pink peppercorns and porcini? Are you really into holiday meals? If the answer is yes, visit shop.centralmarket.com to turn the traditional into the sensational. Make your holidays magical with chef-prepared mains like crown roast, delectable desserts, sides, and more. Order online, pick up in store, then just reheat and eat. So shake up the season at shop.centralmarket.
30 seconds.
Secret for building lifelong customers. Treat people as such the moment you meet them. Whether you've been coming to us for decades or it's your first visit, you'll always be greeted with a helpful, low-pressure attitude. Buying a car should be one of the highlights of your year. And at Sewell, we'll do everything we can to make that happen. Sewell Automotive.
10 seconds.
Quarter of business. Calm. Sewell. Obsessed with service since 1911.
Back here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, as the SMU Mustangs trying to hang on to an 11-point lead. Gardner Webb's got the ball shooting to our left. The women in red. SMU on defense here. Under the screen, Bolton goes under it. Three-pointer for Brown. Shot's no good. Rebounded by SMU's Alicia Froling. Adams, outlet. Gabby Wilkins in the corner. Back to Adams. The Mustangs looking for a point guard, and they found one. Bolton puts it on the floor, lost her dribble, finds Collins. Free throw line extended, now Froling. Alicia's open jumper, good for the short corner. Nice ball movement there as the Mustangs moving it around against some pressure defense. 63-50, SMU by 13. There's a shot blocked by Huntsman by Stephanie Collins on dribble penetration. Huntsman trying to force the action. Big block by Stephanie. That's her second of the ball game, third for the Mustangs team. Adams comes out, Gibson in for SMU. Lob it to Curry, who's playing at guard. Huntsman's got it wing left. To a cutting Hill, down the lane working on Gabby. Shot no good, but Gabby got her. Third for Gabby, third for the SMU team. Make it fourth team foul against SMU. One more, and Gardner Webb will be in the bonus. They'll shoot shots from this point. Locklear, Alexis Hill at the line, and the first for Hill is good. Hill's on the board here. She averages 12. She hadn't done a whole lot today.
She really hasn't. SMU's done a good job taking away.
Oh, man, she's 0 of 9 from the field, in fact. Rattles this one home. 63-52, SMU by 11 with the ball. Rolling at the right sideline to Collins. Collins just holding it, being patient, looking for a guard that's free. Puts it on the floor one time. Hands off to Morgan Bolton down the right side of the lane. Will now circle the wagons, trying to get under control here at guard. Gibson's got it, back to Gabby. Bullet pass inside Froling. Froling, drop steps, kicks it out. Gibson, shot clock at 6. 3 for Morgan, not even close, never had a chance. Ball tipped into the hands of Huntsman, they'll run with it. Gardner Webb ball. Huntsman lost it from behind, got it back. Gabby poked it away. Inside of 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Huntsman between the rings. Gives it off to Curry. Corner left Hill. Pass deflected back in her face, she's got it. Ball fake. Penetrates, dishes it off Parker. Double clutch, reversal, no good, but foul by Collins.
Yeah, she got Collins in the air with the ball fake, and no chance for Steph to get away from that foul.
Third for Collins, fifth for the Mustangs. Shot coming up for Parker. That was a shooting foul anyway. 2:35 to go in the ball game. The Mustangs by 11. By the way, a 2:30 ball game tomorrow locally as the Mustangs will take on the very vaunted Mississippi State Bulldogs, the 9th-ranked team in the nation. Game tied at a 10-point lead, 63. Second shot no good. Offensive rebound, Gardner Webb, but they lost it. Taken away by Collins. 2:29 to go. SMU up by 10. 63-53. Not as much guard pressure now. They're letting Stephanie Collins just handle it out there all by herself. Now Froling's got it. Puts it on the floor, 3 times stolen by Huntsman. Huntsman all the way to the basket. Layup good. Lead down to 8. 60,
too many dribbles by Froling.
63-55. Skip it left, Gibson. Somebody having to remind the Mustangs guards that we have the lead. Gibson between the trap. Jump ball. And it's going to be, Gardner Webb ball. The lead is at 8. 1:54 to go. 63-55. I think Associate Head Coach Lisa Dark's done a good job of staying calm under pressure, especially with the ball pressure. The coach must do that. Coach Rompola, a master at that. 1:44 to go. Right side Parker. Here's the 3. Parker rims off, no good. Gibson the rebound for the Mustangs. 1:34 to go. Outlet pass. Morgan Bolton down the lane. No look pass. Froling caught it. Lay it in good. 65-55. Lead back to 10 for the Mustangs. $1:20 to go. Parker in the post. Spins. Doubled. Back out. Huntsman from the left wing. Huntsman crosses over. Penetrates the double. Hill in the corner. She'll run baseline. Passes it off. Long shot right in the lane. Shot won't go for Hill. And Gibson trying to punch the ball out to Morgan Bolton with her face on the floor. Punches it into the Gardner Webb bench. It'll be Gardner Webb ball.
Well, she got knocked down on that rebound. And that's the reason the ball went over. I think she actually kicked it.
65-55, $1:02 to go. Inbound to Huntsman, a 10-point game. Huntsman, hesitation, leaves it off Parker. Bullet pass inside. Curry almost fell down. Blocking foul called on Morgan Bolton. An undersized guard. That's her 4th. Shots coming up now for Gardner Webb. I got to tell you, they took a lot of time there. 6, 7, 8 seconds in the possession. Down 10 with a minute to go is a lot of time. And then they fed the post, doing the Mustangs a favor there.
Yeah, but now they're standing at the free throw line with an opportunity to score with no time ticking off the clock. You still got to run your offense. The key here for Gardner Webb is to extend the game, and you see SMU switching Deja Thomas for Stephanie Collins. That's a much better free throw shooter.
Collins is out. Thomas is in. Thomas, Gabby Wilkins, Gibson, Alicia Froling, Bolton on the floor here for the Mustangs. Timeout called by Associate Head Coach Lisa Dark and the Mustangs. Both foul shots were converted at the line for Curry, who's got 2 in the ball game. It's 65-57. We'll keep it here. 8-point game. You got to be careful here. You want short passes. There's going to be full court pressure here, Travis.
Well, remember the new rule in women's basketball, SMU gets to advance the ball. You usually think of that as an advantage for the trailing team, but here SMU, the team ahead, uses it to its advantage. It doesn't have to go the full length of the court. They can start in the front court with the inbounds pass.
Is that for every timeout under a minute or just one timeout?
It's every timeout. If you have all your timeouts.
Could you go the length if you wanted to, or do you have to advance it?
You do not have to advance it. You could leave it back there if you wanted to, but again, you take away the opportunity to run the full court press with the advancement.
They advance it into the front court. Inbound, Froling got fouled by Curry. She caught it and immediately got fouled in front of the Mustang bench. I didn't see who that foul was on. It was on Gardner Webb. I think Curry. That is the 4th foul. One more, and the Mustangs with the bonus. Inbounded, Gabby Wilkins. She'll dribble it a couple of times. Coming to the point guard position. They're going to let her dribble. Inside of 50 seconds to go. Gabby still has it. Hands off to Gibson. They're playing keep away here. Gibson has it stolen. Stolen by Gardner Webb and Huntsman, and then Gibson fouled her.
And that is not what you want to happen.
No.
A turnover and a foul. So Gardner Webb, no time off the clock in their offensive possession, and they're shooting free throws.
Huntsman at the line to shoot 2. And the first one for Huntsman, back rims. It's no good, and she can't believe it. It back rimmed all the way back to her, and she kind of bends over at the waist and pounds the ball slightly on the floor in frustration as Gibson will leave here for the Mustangs. Thomas back in. Second one goes. Whistle, timeout. They're going to advance the ball again into the front court. And with the Mustangs out in front, 65-58, up by 7. You can breathe easy here. It's a 3-possession game, but you still have to take care of business.
Yeah, and that's a big miss by Huntsman, one of the best free throw shooters on this Gardner Webb team. She came into the game shooting 71%, 15 of 21. If she makes both of those, it's a 2-possession game. Instead, as you said, a 7-point lead.
And I'm sure that Associate Head Coach Lisa Dart drawing up a screen on the slob play, the sideline out of bounds plays. They just try to screen and get somebody open. Get it in, hold it, chin it. Get it in, catch it, chin it, wait for the foul. 43.1, the Mustangs are in the bonus. Off the screen. And finally find Morgan Bolton, who grabs it, dribbles it between the legs, pass to Wilkins, now over to Adams. Clock running at 36 for the game. Now Froling's got it, not looking to shoot. She's going to shoot and hit it from the corner.
She just wanted to get it into double figures.
That's what it was. 67-58. SMU the lead by 9. 3. Huntsman straight on, good. Timeout. Gardner Webb. Associate Head Coach Lisa Dart, Deneen Parker, Danny Hughes, they will stand up. They won't huddle by themselves. They'll talk between each other, or among each other, I should say, as the team comes up. Short conversation is now Lisa's talking with the team. 6-point game after the 3 ball. 67-61. You know, when you're trying to milk this thing and just end the game, it seems like it takes forever. And I know Coach Rompol is watching ever so nervous. 22.1 to go. Whistle, timeout SMU to advance the ball again. And what this does, too, is it advances it. And if you have a steal on the inbound, they still got to go the length of the floor.
Yeah, it takes away the opportunity for that under the basket steal straight up for points. And how big is that missed free throw now by Huntsman?
It is, because it's still, it's a 6-point game. 2 threes ties it. Doesn't give him the lead. But a lot's got to go right for Gardner Webb here, and a lot's got to go wrong for the Mustangs. What you don't need here is the quick shot, and literally you're just trying to inbound and waiting to get fouled. You know, by the hotel, Travis, at night when you're walking through from the street to the hotel, there's so much noise from a lot of the animals. These are foreign noises. You just don't hear these noises back in Dallas. You may hear some of those noises coming from the SMU locker room if we can't take care of this. 22 seconds to go, a 6-point lead. Inbound Thomas, double team. Tries to pass out of it quickly, falling down. Got it to Adams, who wasn't coming back for the ball, and she fortunately gets fouled there by Brown, their best player, and the Mustangs will shoot shots. It's not quite how you draw it up, but it got it done.
Yeah, and the athleticism of Deja Thomas allowed her to get that pass to Adams. She was off balance, falling away from McKenzie.
And the first, no good. 19.1 to go. You think if you could just make one of these, you can breathe a little easier. Second shot coming up for Adams is no good. Missed them both. Rebound Gardner Webb. They're down 6, 16 seconds to go. Huntsman, point guard. They get out on her. Parker, a three. It's deflected partially and goes out of bounds. Clipped the netting as Collins was closing out, clipped it. Mustang ball, they say. And we caught a break there, Travis.
I think you're right.
I don't want to say that too loud here. But they're talking about it. The Gardner Webb coach is calling for the officials to huddle. 6-point game. What are they going to do? They're going to give it to SMU. I don't believe we have any more timeouts. We can't advance it. 8 seconds to go in the game. Trying to get it inbounded here. Inbounded Thomas. She's got it. Dribbles it. Passes it up to Bolton. Bolton outlet and then gets fouled. Foul by Brown. Shots coming up. And with 4.9 to go, let's make at least one of these here. I got to tell you, before the game, SMU, they don't do this very often, but they were around the line. They were just taking turns. They were just going through the free throw shooting in their warm-ups. I think it was a little extra. They didn't shoot that well at the line, only 50% yesterday did SMU. Collins comes back in. Hey, nice closeout, too, on that three ball. Got a little deflection, and you didn't foul the shooter, which is very important.
Yeah, Collins, if she didn't deflect the ball, she at least altered the shot trajectory enough. And I think she heard me say she didn't deflect it because she knows she did. She's got a smile down there on our end of the court.
Yeah.
You know, they told us on the bus yesterday they could hear us on their bench. Not a lot of people in this arena.
Keep your mouth shut, Travis. As they inbound. Gardner Webb's got it. She makes them both. SMU by 8. Shot at the horn, no good. The Mustangs win it. 69-61. SMU holds on for victory. How about this? Nice little W here going into the Mississippi State game. And the SMU Mustangs outlast the very capable Gardner Webb Running Bulldogs. We'll have a quick chat here with Associate Head Coach Lisa Dark and a quick post-game show. And as Lisa makes her way over, we will tell you that the Mustangs win the game by 8. They now, with this W, have won 2 in a row, succeeding that 3-game losing streak. That came after the 2-game winning streak. Mustangs have kind of been on the teeter-totter. They've won 2, lost 2, won 2, lost 3, won 2. And here comes Associate Head Coach Lisa Dark. And so here comes Associate Head Coach Lisa Dark. And Coach Dark, obviously, you hang on there at the end, 69-61. A great ball game. Just your initial impression of this W.
Dang. I'm a little worn out right now.
I know.
You know, it was hard. Yeah, we had to play hard. We were gritty. You know, they took it to us. We came out a little flat offensively and didn't hit shots like we'd hoped to. You know, I didn't think our shooting percentage was very good in that first quarter especially, and then we started having to make better decisions, make better defensive decisions. I thought us changing defenses really helped us, and we just hung on.
Lisa, you were down by 7 late second quarter, 27-20, and then the team proceeds to go on a 12-0 run. What were your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about that.
It was a big run. We played well during that stretch,
yes.
Taking care of the basketball. It seemed like we really got into the offense. Keely Froling helped us in that run,
She
too.
really helped us. You know, her movement without the ball, her stuff on the glass, you know, just working hard. I don't think anybody really expected her because she hadn't played yet all year, and they didn't know what to think and didn't know what position she would play. We put her in at that 4 spot, and, you know, she just went to work.
terrific footwork by Keely and touch around the basket, and didn't expect that kind of energy. She's improved since last year.
Well, she absolutely was moving very well. You know, she's recovered from that microfracture surgery that she had. She's finally recovered from that, and she did suffer an ACL injury in our last game last year. But she's done a lot of rehab and been working hard on that.
The three wasn't falling early. We had 13 first half assists. How did you like the way we shared the ball?
Oh, I thought it was fabulous.
Sorry about that, Ron.
That was Deneen Parker. Oh, yeah.
Apologizing to Coach Rompola because of the last couple of minutes there. And speaking of that, you know, they were really making us play fast there toward the end. Were you concerned about that?
Well, you know, I was a little frustrated that we kept dribbling in between two players versus passing over two players. And, you know, that's just something that's a good teaching point for us to work on in practice and apply that kind of pressure and deal with it better.
No doubt about it. Well, hey, great win. I know you're going to study tape tonight.
Yes,
you got
sir.
a big game on Mississippi State tomorrow. Just having seen them a little bit, what are your concerns going into that game tomorrow?
Well, you know, they're big. They're pretty fast. They got a kid who can really shoot the three for them and who makes you work hard to defend. Just in having watched him a little bit, I haven't really looked too far ahead, trying to get through one game at a time in this position that I'm not really enjoying that much.
Especially the fourth quarter.
You know, it's just hopefully we can compete with them in the paint because of their size and their physicality. That's our biggest thing.
Great win, 2 in a row. And we'll see if we can make it 3 in a row tomorrow.
Amen.
All right, Associate Head Coach Lisa Dark as the SMU Mustangs end up winning it today. Final score 69-61. We're back in a moment from Learfield Sports.